Hello everyone, our topic today is unexpected entertainment. Let me show you the outline for the video lecture today. First, we will talk about forms of art or forms of entertainment in general. I am going to share what entertained me in my life, and it will be wonderful if you can share some of your entertainments on the online discussion forum. That is not mandatory. If you are willing to do so, that would be great. I will explain a bit more later. Then we will learn different expressions with make. There are around 8, and they are all quite useful in daily conversations. Then we will read an article called Making a Splash. In fact, the title is one of the expressions we will cover. So in this article, we are going to learn how art is different from the one in the past, and how artists create arts in the world of social media. Finally, we will introduce the grammar, relative clauses again. This is a very important device in writing, and it is also the keys to understanding a lengthy article. Okay, so these are the targets for our video lecture today. Let's get started. When it comes to forms of art, we can put them into 4 categories. Media. So media can refers to news, TV shows, and other programs we see on the television. And the art covers a wide range. Okay, it can include music or painting, sculptures, or different kinds of performance. And music, of course, we all listen to different kinds of music. For me, I do not have a particular favorite when it comes to musical genre. And nightlife, do you go out with your friends at night to celebrate, to dance, and have some drink? Okay, so these are different forms of entertainment that help people deal with pressure. Okay, so now let's talk about them respectively. When it comes to media, of course, we need to talk about social media. As you can see, there are different icons for different social medias here. Facebook, Google Plus. I believe Google Plus is no longer in action because nobody uses, so they decided to take it down. And YouTube, I believe everyone watch YouTube every day. And all of a sudden, I remember the name for the social media I cannot identify in the previous lecture. That is Snapchat, okay? And Twitter, okay, now people all have a Twitter account to share different kinds of things. And variety shows, which are the shows on TV in Taiwan. Most of the variety shows invite celebrity actors, singers to their shows to talk about their new works, or to ask them to talk about certain topics. But recently, most of these shows become occasions for product endorsements. So they are getting more and more boring, in my opinion. And the most popular media is podcast. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce several podcasts I listen to, and I highly recommend them to you. So let's take a look. if you want to use podcasts to help you learn English, these are the 3 podcasts I recommend. The first one is called This American Life. They tell you different stories from American society, and I will show you their website in a bit. It's quite user-friendly. And the second one is for more advanced learners. Is international news covered by Christiane Amanpour. Okay, so if you are more interested in international affairs, you can tune in to listen to her report. And finally is the Daily. The Daily deals with different kinds of interesting social phenomena in America or in the world in general. Okay, so this is yet another podcast to broaden your horizon. So now let me show you the website for This American Life. Okay, here we go. So this is the website of This American Life, and you can see there are different programs for you to listen to. For instance, I am interested in this one, Good Grief. So you click on it, and this is the play button for you to listen to the podcast.
Support for This American Life.
Okay, and what is even better is you see transcript. Once you click on the transcript, you will see every single word, every sentence in this podcast. So this is really user-friendly because you can use the transcript to check how much you understand or how much you actually misunderstand. Okay, so these are the 3 podcasts I recommend if you want to develop your English ability even further. And these are the 3 podcasts for news or other issues. So if we take a look at the one on the right, this is the real story. Recently, they become quite popular because of the professionalism they perform in their news reporting. Most people consider their news reports reliable. Okay, reliable. And then in the middle is a more controversial podcast called Bilingual. Okay. The hosts in this podcast, they speak their minds. They are not afraid of the criticism from netizen. So who are netizen? Netizens are people online giving their comments on different things. They are called netizen. And this one on the left is a podcast hosted by a therapist. She is quite famous. Her name is Deng Huiwen, and she invites different people to talk about different topics, and those topics are usually what people are concerned about. Okay, so this is yet another 3 podcasts I recommend to you. And for art in Taipei, we actually have a lot of good exhibitions now, especially the one here at the bottom right. This is Shiata Chiharu, The Soul Trembles. This is originally from Tokyo and now it is in Taipei. If you have the chance, do go to Taipei Fine Art Museum to take a look. And this is another one in the museum in Zhongshan. And this museum talks about art in relation to the contemporary world in general. And this store called Pengding is a good place for you to buy art-related books and buy some interesting things and enjoy a good cup of coffee. This is also in Pengding. You can go. Okay, and for music, if you are interested in classical music or different kind of dramatic performance, you can of course go to the concert hall near Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. And if you want to listen to live band, you can go to The Wall or Music Cafe in Ximen. Okay, and recently hip hop or rap music is getting more and more popular. Okay, getting more and more popular. So in the middle, you will see DJ Didi Long or Li Yinghong from Taiwan, right? And this is quite a popular singer from America. Her name is Tina Shea. Her music is quite good. So if you're interested, just Google Tina Shea. Okay. And then on the right hand side is a rapper. Her name is Princess Nokia. And her music is also quite bold. When you listen to it, it can actually help you relax a little bit. I will offer more information about these artists, okay, on Trunk Class for your reference. Okay, and for nightlife, of course, people want to find a cozy place to have a drink with different people, right? So these are the place from Taipei. This is customized cafe in Zhongxiao Dunhua. And this is Draftland near Guofu Jinianguan. And this is B1 in Zhongxiao Xinsheng. These are all three good places for you to hang out with your friends. So I am done sharing my life to help me relax. Okay, so what about you? On Tron Class, I will create a discussion board. If you are willing to share your personal life, what you do to help you relax, then you are more than welcome to do so. You can share music you enjoy, or a place you enjoy going, or an art exhibition you recommend. Okay, as long as it is about entertainment, you can share with all of us. Of course, this is an English class. You need to share in English. Okay, if I find your sharing sincere and good, I might give you extra credit. Okay, so this is not mandatory. If you are willing to share what you do for entertainment, please go to the discussion forum on Tron Class. Okay, now let's start our lesson. So that was just a warm-up to get you started for our topic on entertainment. Now please take out your textbook Perspective 2 and turn to page 105. Okay, turn to page 105. I would like you to take a look at activity 2. Activity 2 wants you to figure out which word does not belong in each group. So we have 6 groups of words. Please pause the video lecture to figure out which one of them does not belong in each group. Okay, I assume you finished what I asked you to do. Now let's take a look. The first group of words are broadcast, edit, produce, and TV program. So I believe you can tell from the word form here, most of them are verb and one of them is not a verb. Then that would be one of the ways to help you identify the word that does not belong. Now let's go over the definition. What does it mean to broadcast? To broadcast means to send program out to the public. For example, once I am done recording the video lecture, then I want to show it to my students, to you, then I need to upload it to YouTube or other forums so that these video lecture can be viewed in public. Then this will be a process of broadcasting. Edit means to choose shots and put them together. Once a movie director is done filming, they need a group of people to help them edit the film so that they have all the best moments and put them together to create the final product. To produce means to manage making a show. So for every show, there is a producers or there is a group of producers to help them make sure whether or not everything is working. Okay, so the first three words are all verbs and the final one is a noun. Okay, TV program. So the word that does not belong here is TV program. The second group, audience, characters, listeners, and viewers. How are they different or what are they in common? So you can see audience, listeners, and viewers are consumers of media. Okay, consumers of media, which means they watch people perform or listen to people talk or watch something on TV. But for characters, they are part of the performance. They perform for people. So the word that does not belong here is characters. The third group, a theater, a musical, a performance, a play, a production. So which one does not belong? A musical, a performance, a play, and a production, they are all events. And the theater is a place for these events. So the word theater does not belong here. Next group, a drawing, a mural. Okay, what is a mural? A mural is a painting on the wall. What about a portrait? A portrait is a painting of a person. And finally, a sculpture. You should know what a sculpture is. A sculpture is a 3D creation of something. It can be a person or it can be a thing, an object. So a drawing, mural, and a portrait, they are all on 2D form. They are painted on a piece of paper. Okay, a piece of paper. And sculpture is in 3D form. You can touch it, right? Okay. The next group, stadium, exhibition, gallery, studio, and venue. So for stadium, gallery, studio, and venue, they are all places. And the exhibition is the activity that might take place in these places. So exhibition does not belong. Concert, lyrics, tunes, and verse. So lyrics, tune, and verse are parts of a song, and concert is an activity where songs will be performed. Okay, so these are words about art or entertainment. And hopefully through this practice, you become a bit more familiar, okay, with these words. Now, let's do one more activity. Could you take a look at activity 5? So activity 5, it asks us to complete the sentences with these pairs of words. So we have 6 pairs of words: broadcast, viewers, mural, portrait, stadium, concerts, theater, play, tune, lyrics, venues, and audience. Could you pause the video lecture and fill them into the right sentences? Okay, so I assume you finished this activity. Let's go over the answer. The first one, for me, a good song is something you can dance to with a catchy. So it's about song. We need words about songs. So a catchy tune and a memorable lyrics. So what is catchy? Catchy, it means people can memorize it quite easily. Memorable, meaning people can remember easily. So if you take a look at the popular songs, they all have catchy tunes and memorable lyrics. If I had some art in my bedroom, I prefer a bright what to a what of someone. So you can see we're talking about art, so we need to choose something about art. I would prefer bright mural to a portrait of someone. So portrait, again, is a painting of a person. The third one, at the moment, our local what is presenting a what about a murder on the train. So presenting something, this should be something that can be shown. So local theater is presenting a play about a murder on the train. Number 4, I prefer going to shows in small what, like clubs and halls, where that is close to the stage. Being so close is a magic feeling. So this is about performance, right? So a small venues. Venues means a place where the audience is close to the stage. So some people enjoy being close with others or being close with the performers. There's a football what near where I live, where they sometimes put on classical music. So a place for sports is called stadium, okay? And usually those stadiums can also be used for concerts. Okay, and then the last one, Rangzo is a popular TV show in my country. It is broadcast to millions of viewers around the country. So TV shows, of course, they are put in public. So as I mentioned, to put in something in public for them to watch, this is called to broadcast. Okay, so these are the words about entertainment.